Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for yielding, my friend. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of the Law Enforcement Officers Safety Act. This LEOSA reform bill will expand the ability of qualified officers, whether active, retired, or no longer in law enforcement, to carry concealed firearms in any state or territory, regardless of state or local laws. If we trust our law enforcement officers to carry guns while they're wearing a badge, why wouldn't we trust them to carry one on state and federal property in their retirement? There is no one better trained and equipped to safely use and carry these firearms. In fact, we encourage our officers at the state and local level to carry their firearms when they're off duty, because they are never off duty. They are always required to respond if an incident occurs in their presence. And so officers carry off duty anyway. But what this does is expand that protective, that force multiplier concept to the entire country. I don't see what's wrong with that. In fact, I think it makes good sense that we would want good men and women who are qualified to carry firearms to protect those who do not. This bill also gives retired officers more flexibility in the timing of their firearms recertification, reducing unnecessary burdens while ensuring that they are still properly trained in firearm proficiency. They must remain proficient. Now, officers would be able to carry a concealed firearm if they qualify yearly, or whatever their state may require, up to a 3-year limit. Now, the LEOSA Reform Act also extends concealed carry rights into, as you heard earlier, certain federal facilities, such as post offices and Social Security Administration offices, whether or not they are there in an official capacity. I'm not sure how that would create a lot of confusion. We carry firearms into all sorts of facilities now. This simply makes it open to these federal facilities now. This legislation, importantly, very importantly, will also exempt LEOSA certified officers from state magazine capacity limits, which is very important. This will simply concede that carry for officers as they travel across cities and states, ensuring that various locations, their local laws, don't interfere with operational readiness of these officers. Mr. Speaker, I have to tell you, as a former sheriff, I've seen how law-abiding citizens have used legally owned and carried firearms to protect their lives, their families' lives, the lives of others that they don't even know, in many situations, in my own hometown of Jacksonville. These officers have dedicated their lives to protecting the public, and we must leverage every bit of training and skills to keep our communities safe, even when they're out of uniform. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on this important bill to keep our police officers ready to protect our communities wherever they may find themselves. This will be a tremendous force multiplier for all of our state and local law enforcement agencies. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back.